It is Thursday night, 9 p.m. Well, yeah, absolutely, 9 p.m. Arizona time, you metal meatbags. And it's time for another edition of the Dust Bowl Metal Show, hosted by none other than the Reverend Blackjack McBride, guitar player, singer for the world's only rustic metal band. You guessed it, Two in the Chest. All right, guys, we have a packed show. I hope you stick around for most of it, if not all of it. We've got a really cool interview coming up later on in the show with a really cool dude named Dietrich Thrall. He is in a killer band called, if I can remember it, Beauty in the Suffering. And he also plays bass in a killer band. Some of you may know it. In fact, most of you should. A band called Doyle. Oh yeah, Doyle, the very same guy in Misfits and Danzig and all that stuff. So stick around. We have that killer interview with Dietrich Thrall a little bit later, probably in the 10 o'clock hour. So we're going to get it started off right tonight. Sofa Kings Toned. I was playing their tune last week and my show got cut short. So we're going to fire up the show with Sofa Kings Toned, if you can figure out what that means, with their song Chemically Inclined. I hope you guys enjoy the show. I know I will. So tell all your friends and get them into the Dust Bowl. All right? This is all for you, you metal meatbags. Let's get her going. Oh, yeah.
Floating down a river full of listening to the Dust Bowl Metal Show, where we spin 99% Arizona metal music. And we're also streaming live on Metal World Radio, where music is the universal language. And your host every Thursday night, the Reverend Black Jack McBride, guitar player, singer for the world's only rustic metal band, Two in the Chest.
Madness covering Comfortably Numb.
Anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Come on now. I hear you feeling down. Well, I can ease your pain, get you on your feet again. Relax, relax, relax. I need some information.
meatbags. That was Saint Madness covering Pink Floyd's Comfortably Numb. We're going to stay in the same realm, and we're going to do another band called Coram, and they cover a song by Pink Floyd called Hey You. So without further ado, I was a poet and didn't know it, is Coram with their song, well, with Pink Floyd's song, Hey You.
Guitar plays singer for the world's only rustic metal band, Two in the Chest.
knew sooner. All I've got was left in the dark, and there's nothing I can do. I cannot believe this. So deep, you inspire me. I cannot believe this. Reason to believe it. So deep, you inspire me. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe. They do for churches of these Latter-day Saints. I write religion for holy war and brainwash the people like the Pope at the Vatican gates. Like the Molotov, burn, burn. Like the Molotov, burn, burn. Like the Molotov, burn, burn. Like the Molotov, burn, burn.
The Reverend Black Jack McBride, and you're listening to Metal World Radio, where music is the universal language. silly
never alone.
You metal meat bags, that was Dutch Rosenberg Theater with their song If You're Cryptic. I absolutely love that guy. I tell you what, I say that every single week when I play him. Anyway, I say that when I play him, and the reason I say that is because I really like Primus, you know, and the quirky type of writing style, and that's what he does. He's got some really cool stuff, and I really like it. It's just off the wall. Totally different from the norm, and it's just, I really love it. The band before that was Bow Prometheus with their song King of Brutality. I hope you enjoyed that. That is a Texas band. And before that was Bionic Jive, hometown boys here in Arizona. And Back from Ashes right before that. So we're going to keep this party going. And remember, in the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to be having an interview with Dietrich Thrall from Doyle and his own band, which is really kick butt, if I can ever remember the stinking name. It's a saying is what it is. And we'll be playing some of their music too. It's see, I'm just lost of words here right now. I'm dealing with an autistic child. I don't know if you guys, I'm going to touch on that today right now for a few minutes. And autism, in the 70s, it was like 1 in 1,000, you know, and today it's 1 in 65. Are you scared? Yeah, it's getting crazy out there. More and more children are getting autism, and ours, my wife and I, we have an autistic child, 6 years old, extreme autistic, very violent, very strong, and just the most defiant child that you have ever met in your life. Just picture this. You're sleeping, and someone comes up and slaps you really hard, right smack dab in the middle of the chest. What would you do? That's what he just did to his twin sister. Unbelievable. Anyway, autism is nothing to joke about, nothing to laugh about. People go, yeah, my child's got this form of autism, this form of autism. There's a spectrum. That's why it's called ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder, okay? There's some down low on the spectrum, and there's some really high up on the spectrum, and that's where my son is. He's very violent, very destructive, and it's really tough to deal with. But read up on it, and that's basically what Two in the Chest is. We are excuse me. We are we're part of the Until All the Pieces Fit Autism Awareness Group. That's what we are. We're out spreading awareness about autism globally in Two in the Chest. That's what we do. The wife is the drummer, and I am the guitar player, singer for Two in the Chest, and we are autism advocates. So, if you ever have any questions about it, please do not hesitate to get a hold of us and talk to us about it. We will definitely do that. I got to turn up my volume on this doggone thing here. The sound is too quiet. Let's see here. All right, so anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the show. And I don't know why this darn thing's so quiet. I'll check it out after the break. But anyway, next up is a band called Embers Rise. After them would be the awesome sounds of Hounds of Tindalos with Self-Inflicted. Oh yeah, baby. Embers Rise.
Like a SpongeBob
guitar play singer for the world's only rustic metal band, Two in the Chest.
Oh yeah, gotta love my little girl. She is just awesome. Alright guys, it is 10 o'clock and we know what time it is. It is time for Mandatory Voodoo. Voodoo sex called out of Prescott, Arizona, you meat bags. We're gonna do a double shot of these guys because they are badass. Oh yeah, baby. Double shot of Voodoo sex called on the Mandatory Voodoo.
Even for a little
is the Reverend Blackjack McBride. You're listening to the Dust Bowl Metal Show.
Take my advice, run for your life, don't look behind you. When in these days, horrible plagues the end of you.
All right, you metal meat bags, that was Mandatory Voodoo at 10 o'clock. Voodoo Sex Cult. Oh, yeah, baby. Next up is the Featured Artist of the Month. Oh, yeah, we do a triple shot for the Featured Artist of the Month. And that is none other than Arizona's own Death Grip. Oh, yeah, baby. Death Grip, the Featured Artist of the Month. Right now, their first song is going to be War is Hell. Second one is Your Silence. And the third one will be Lost to the Night. So stick around, grab those bootstraps, you metal meat bags, and let's listen to the Featured Artist of the Month, Death Grip. Oh, yeah! to the Dust Bowl Metal Show, hosted by the Reverend Blackjack McBride, guitar player, singer for the world's only rustic metal band, Two in the Chest. Next up, we have one kick-ass interview with Dietrich Thrall, the bass player of Doyle. If you don't know who Doyle is, you've been under a rock. This guy's been around since I was a kid, and that was a long damn time ago. So anyway, it's Dietrich Thrall interview I had with him, and he's also in a band called Beauty in the Suffering, which we will be playing some of those songs this evening. So kick back, you metal meatbags, and check out the interview with Dietrich Thrall. Oh yeah, baby. How you doing, you metal meatbags? This is the Reverend Blackjack McBride from the Dust Bowl Metal Show, and I am here with Dietrich.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hey, what's going on with you, man? I see you up there jamming with Doyle tonight.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. I hooked up with Doyle a few weeks ago after a real crazy process to get involved, and here we are halfway through our tour. We got about 3 solid weeks left of a lot of shows, a lot of miles to get before we get home. We're actually down here in Phoenix tonight, and then we're getting ready to shoot up the entire West Coast. We're going to end up winding back through Denver, touring all of Texas, and then finalizing it all in New York City.
Texas. Oh my God.
Yeah.
How many dates you have in Texas?
We're doing 6.
6?
Yeah.
That's like the top section of Texas.
Yeah. Texas is huge.
Yes, it is.
Covering it in 6 days.
Yeah, 6 days.
Looking forward to that, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Texas is fun. Texas is fun.
And those will be Doyle headlining shows. We're going to cut off from Mushroomhead here in about 12 more shows, I think.
12 more shows?
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm really, I'm glad that, you guys hooked up with it. I just want to let you know that Doyle, I've been listening to him, we're about the same age.
Right.
Yeah. And I've been listening to him forever.
Yeah, well, I think the thing is that the big, the funny thing is that I think everybody's, been listening to Doyle for forever. Even if they didn't realize it,
Right.
The Misfits songs are so at some point you've run into them.
Right. Well, that's what I wanted to know. How did you come about meeting and ending up jamming with Doyle? How did that happen?
Well, it was just a weird thing, where somebody messaged me on Facebook and said Doyle was looking for a bass player, and I was in the middle of, setting up some stuff for Beauty and the Suffering, and it seemed like the timing was interesting, and I said, well, you know what, I'll hit him up, and then not even 2 hours later, my publicist, which happens to be their publicist, he posted something saying he was excited about covering the Doyle tour coming up. And I said, well, hey, man, how's that going for their bass search? Did they find somebody? Because I noticed that within that little span of time there that they had pulled their post looking for a bass player. And I said, well, shit, they found somebody pretty fast. But it turns out they hadn't found somebody, and so I was talking with management directly. I had some people in the industry talking on my behalf, and I was sending them all the songs. I was sending them, my videos for the Crazies and stuff like that to check out, and they liked what they saw, and management brought me out to LA, and it really was a thing where they said, well, we got some LA guys, and then we like what we're seeing that you're sending us, but we're gonna check out these LA guys first. If it doesn't work out, we'll have you come out. And I thought about it for about 10 minutes, and I said, well, to hell with those guys. I'll just shoot on it, and we'll get this all squared away.
Oh, hell yeah!
Just boom, we'll just do it. And so that's kind of what happened. And then within 4 days, I had 4 days to come back and threw all my stuff in storage and got a chance to tidy up some home affairs, and then flew off to Jersey to join them on a tour.
That is amazing, man.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
And then within a couple of days, I was on stage we were just off and running.
Well, yeah, when I showed up tonight, I thought I was going to see Beauty and Suffering.
Oh,
I thought I was going to see your band appear, and then I said, wait a minute, that's Doyle.
Yeah.
How the hell did he get in with Doyle?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you must know somebody. As I'm telling myself, I say, how the hell does a guy get a connection like that?
This is a Doyle tour, and Beauty and the Suffering is just as soon as I get back from the tour, I'm going right back and doing a video shoot lined up. We're lining it up. And
that's awesome.
We're going back up and I got to do some more mixing up in Cleveland for some new songs, and we're hoping to have some stuff out by fall.
I can't wait. Yeah, I just shuffled through some stuff on the internet, and I'm like, damn, this stuff's good. What's going on?
Thank you.
I'm really glad that you actually hooked up with them, and things are working out all right.
It's been fun. It's been a very fast-paced, very good learning experience, and very just jumping from place to place, meeting a ton of new people, a ton of new friends, and then running into a bunch of people I haven't had a chance to see for a while.
Well, that's awesome.
I've been in certain areas for a while.
Well, the main question a lot of musicians ask, okay, I'm a musician myself, you know what I mean? I've been popping at it for 35 years, what was the point to where, you found somebody or you talked to somebody, bam, what was the point that you really started getting recognized? I mean, what caused that recognition? What was it that you did, that caused that recognition? Who did you jam with? I mean, it had to be something.
Well, I've been around the block a few times.
Right.
When you're talking about recognition, I don't know. I mean, that's, all I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to make music and keep kicking the can down the road, so to speak. I'm just trying to keep it going just like everybody else. And,
absolutely.
And some people are more successful than others, and it's a little bit easier. And some people, throw in the towel and say, you know what, I'm going to go do something else. I'm going to go sell. Right. I'm going to go sell real estate.
But your heart is in the music, and whether or not you.
I think that what happens is that after you've been around for a while, I've met a lot of people in the industry, and then I think also that after a while, if you are able to hang because you have something to offer, then you're able to, hang off of that and keep on trying to build off of that. And if you tend to find that after a few years you get frustrated or it's a little bit more difficult than you thought, then you get out of it.
Right.
That's what it is. And I think that, some of the people that I know have been around for a while. It takes a long time to meet the right people and make the right connections and stuff like that, on top of honing your craft. And,
right.
And at the end of the day, I'm playing bass with Doyle, and I'm having a blast. I have not played bass this seriously and this intensively for, I can't even remember, like 10 years.
Wow.
Even in Marazine, I wasn't really much of a. But as I'm picking up the bass songs, my calluses are coming back, and I'm just jamming on these songs, and it all comes back very quickly. I'm pretty well versed on theory and all these chromatic riffs that he's throwing around on there. So I'm I see the patterns. And stuff like that.
You look really comfortable on stage. So you know your craft. You know what you're doing. You look fantastic, in fact. And it was an honor to actually be invited to this show.
Of course. Yeah.
But we're going to be playing a couple of your songs. Which ones are available to me?
We've released 3 digital singles, and we've got a ton more on the way. Just a lot more music. I've written 70, 80 songs, and I'm just, it's a matter of tweaking them and tracking them.
Right.
Because most of these songs are all like on my, they're all demoed up. They're all sitting there ready to go, and it's just a matter of getting into the studio and actually finalizing all the organic tracking and stuff like that. What we have out there right now is The Crazies, which was our debut.
Right.
And we did a trilogy of zombie videos, and then I had a problem with the director. He reneged on his contract, and then so I did a 4th one to make sure I still had a zombie video, because that's all I've been talking about for the past year and a half is zombie videos. And so we did a 4th one, and then my attorney settled the situation with the other guy. So now I have 4, and I've released the 1, and they're all just, I'm just waiting for the right time to get them out there and to get everything just so that so that it's, it's all, we don't want misses, we want all hits and stuff like that.
Right, exactly.
We want it to all just, hit.
Right. Well, I personally can't wait to see it. Yeah. Personally.
So The Crazies is out there.
Right.
Reveille was the 2nd song, and Juliet's out there. So those songs are out there. They're available on our Bandcamp page. I don't have the exact URL, but if you do a Google search for Beauty and the Suffering Bandcamp, you will find the link.
Yeah, you guys will be hearing a couple of their tunes tonight. So, hey, Dietrich, thank you so
thank
much
you.
for sitting with the Dust Bowl Metal Show.
Absolutely. This has been awesome. It's very kind of last minute. And,
right.
Yeah.
Well, when's the last time you rolled into, or when's the next time you're going to be rolling into town?
I really couldn't say. This isn't. I don't know of a lot of people in the West and maybe
right.
Arizona and stuff
right.
like that. I think that a lot of my connections are the Midwest and even Dallas and maybe some of the Rust Belt over there. So
right.
there's a big chunk of the U.S. right now. I don't make it nearly as often out to the coast, but hey, I hope that that changes as we keep on getting new material out there and getting more interest. And,
oh yeah.
Getting them on board.
Well, when it happens, the Dust Bowl Metal Show will be there.
For sure, yeah.
Thank you for sitting with me.
Thank you.
You have yourself a great trip. Be safe out there and continue to hone that craft, man, because you already got it mastered, in my opinion.
Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right. We are going to play a couple of songs by Dietrich Thrall's band, Beauty and the Suffering. He was talking about the Crazies and Reveille. We're going to go ahead and play those two. How about that, huh? So first up, we're going to do the Crazies, and then we'll do Reveille. So, all right, you metal meat bags, you're listening to the Dust Bowl Metal Show, hosted by the Reverend Blackjack McBride, the guitar player singer for the world's only rustic metal band.
Blackjack McBride from Two in the Chest.
And Dagmar Jordanson from Two in the Chest.
Lefty McRae from Two in the Chest.
And you're listening to the Dust Bowl Metal Show.
All right, you metal meat bags. That was Dietrich Thrall and his band Beauty in the Suffering. We did a double shot of them. We will be playing them a lot more during on the Dust Bowl Metal Show. I absolutely love it. We're going to replay that interview probably next week or the week after for the people that missed it. I was waiting for that interview. I really like that guy. He's a good guy, big heart, and he works really hard in the industry like a lot of us do, and absolutely deserves everything that comes to him. Next up is a new band to the Dust Bowl Metal Show. It's a band called Absolute Adversary with their song, I believe it's Furious. So check it out, Absolute Adversary. That was Absolute Adversary with their song Furious. Next up is a really cool band. Actually, I interviewed, I believe his name was Jason or something like, I can't remember his doggone name. I feel like such an idiot. I interviewed these guys last week, so if you missed that one, I'll be playing that interview again here in the future. And that was a band, I'm sorry, Kings of Carnage. And they're from Hollywood. So they came down here and they were playing a show over there at Joe's Grotto. And I met up with them and talked to them for a bit. And all of them are music majors there in Hollywood. And they were all in the military. So they got together in the military. They put the band together, wrote a bunch of songs, and came out, found some more military members that were going to that school. And it's an all-military band and all music major. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, without further ado, Kings of Carnage with their song Close Your Eyes.
Silent cry.
What's this? It's called a skull crusher. It's for cracking walnuts. I'll crack up you with it, let you know. I have to deal every motherfucking day with all you pieces of shit. I can't avoid your fucking drama, no, I'm drowning in it. I'm out of patience and your lies are spreading like a disease. You gotta wish you never knew me when you're down on your knees. I wanna beat you down right now. I wanna beat you down right now. Wanna beat you down right now. Gonna beat you down. Crush your skull. Stupid motherfucker, feeling bold, you wanna step up to me. It's gonna cost you cause I never teach a lesson for free. I never felt so much contempt for anyone in my life. I never thought a man could be a bigger bitch than my wife. Crush your skull. Sand caving in. Crush your skull. Sand caving in. Lying in the crumpled heap on the floor, looking up at me for mercy. I got no compassion for you, 'cause I'm the one who put you down. Come play with me, motherfucker, wanna get some of this? I'll introduce you to the pavement by the way of my fist. There isn't anything that you can ever do or say, except you're sorry, but it doesn't matter anyway. I wanna beat you down right now. Gonna beat you down right now. Gonna beat you down right now. Gonna beat you down. Crush your skull. Sand caving in. Crush your skull. Sand caving in. Caving in.
Hey, you meatbags! You're listening to Dust Bowl Metal Show. Hosted by my daddy, the Reverend Blackjack McBride, guitar player singer for the world's only rustic metal band, Two in the Chest.
All right, you metal meat bags. That was Pelvic Meatloaf, and just before that was Motive and Mechanics of the Mind, Mud of Man, and of course we left you with Kings of Carnage. Next is the Facebook newsfeed surfing section of the show. 10-4, over and out, good buddy. Yeah, an old dead cowboy talking radio talk. Yeah, that's working just nice, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Refreshing the page. Let's see what kind of antics we can find on the news feed. Okay. Favorite movie. Wait a minute. Forgot something. We have to put, it's mandatory. Just like the voodoo, it's mandatory. I have to play 2 rounds of my intro song. That way I don't go overboard with time. So let's do that. And then we'll do something else here in a bit. Let's get that in there. And there we go. Should be playing now. There we go. All right, time for the Facebook news feed surfing session of the Dust Bowl Metal Show. All right, here we go. Jane DeRosa posts favorite movie quote of all time. Now, I thought about this all day. The wife was talking about that, and there are so many awesome movie quotes. I could not begin to tell you which one would be my favorite. I think one from Aliens is probably one of my favorites. Like, God, what did he say? I don't know if you're up on current events, man, but we got our asses kicked out there. That was one of my favorites. Scarface, definitely, I agree with her. Say hello to my little friend. Yeah, absolutely. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, lots of awesome. Here's some F-U, it's F-U, you effing F. That was also in Scarface. I can't remember her name, damn it, I'm getting too tired. She said it, his wife, the blonde head chick, damn it, hate that. So anyways, we're moving right along. Let's see here. Gosh, man, every time I try to do this, it's what the hell's going on? There's all kinds of water in this guy's oil. That's weird. Looks like what the hell is that? Whoa. Somebody's going to need to clean that engine out or it's going to rust shut. Jesse Stokes, nice picture, my brother. Let's see here. Oh, a video of my daughter doing some karate. That's pretty cool. Sorry, let's move right along. Jody Ray Souders, a really cool guy. Definitely a supporter of Two in the Chest and the Dust Bowl Metal Show. Not in jail, check. Not in a hospital, check. Not in a grave, check. Thank God for another day. Amen to that, brother. Wendy Wilkins. Name something you like about me. I don't even know you. Other than maybe you're a possible awesome dweller of dust. But you're cool for posting that. There you go. Moving right along. Name a movie that does not have the letter T in it. 56% fail. Does not have the letter T? I don't know. Alright, moving along. Name songs with a color in the title. The color purple. Purple Rain. Purple. That's my favorite color. Okay. Alright, moving along here. Let's see what else we got. Ladies beware. This ultimate martial arts master and all-around chick magnet is single and hitting the dating scene, so beware his manly awesomeness. This dude could beat ISIS all by himself. Gary Carmen is the available beast. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's just really big guy. He's about 400 pounds and he's chopping water with stuff. Yeehaw. Right on, dude. Get her done. All right, moving along. Let's see here. More news stuff. Star Wars stuff. Here we go. Here's one. Lisa Husler. I need to have enough wild sex as possible so one day I can become an inappropriate old lady that blurts out things like, when I was your age, I got a concussion after being bent over a desk. And then my family can be like, Grandma, please, you're making Easter dinner really uncomfortable. And it'll be great. That's funny. I love it. Oh, Lisa, you're crazy. Let's see here. More videos. insurance salesman. More videos. Oh, wow, this is a crazy cool video. I'm going to watch it. It's not going to do you any good because you can't see it. Kissing burns 6.4 calories a minute. Want to work out? Yeah. Okay. Move around. Video. Okay. Jazz Wild Harrison. People without vaginas shouldn't be able to regulate them. It's a bunch of government officials. Probably congressmen and shit like that. Absolutely. That's cool. Wow, a nice picture of the native metal queen of Arizona, Sherry Ann Black. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, did you hear about that? That dude accused of having sex with 3 while high on flakka? What the Sam hell is flakka? I don't know what it is, but wow. From what I understand, it makes you smell really bad. There you go. Another video. Bull crap. Oh yeah, what's this? Let's see here. Dol Apollo Martinez, another dweller of dust. How to disable a female rapist that wants to steal your precious seed. Hoofer right in the front butt. Grab, yank, and twist her dirty pillows until she runs away. Oh my God. That's crazy. Okay, let's see here. Mickey Gale. There's this really creepy looking 3-story house, really eerie looking, just scary. Looks like a ghost to be bursting out the windows at any moment. Spend 1 month in this house with no Wi-Fi for $1 million. You know, they keep asking these stupid questions like that. Would you do this for this amount? Would you do this for this amount? Would you shoot your friend for $5 million? If I got a written consent, yeah, I'd shoot the guy in a piece of the muscle in the leg or something, and I'd split the money with him, you know? And I would take the doctor bills out of my portion. There you go. Sound good? That way I get $2 million, he gets $4 million. Right on. And it says, spend 1 month in this house. No $5 for $1 million. Absolutely. Oh, time to go, guys. This is another song from Pelvic Meatloaf on the Dust Bowl Metal Show.
It's time to play my game with you, just like I always do. I'll take your confidence away. Hold you in my eyes while I'm spinning my lies, charming you with what I say. I will make you
Jack McBride, and you're listening to Metal World Radio, where music is the universal language.
This is Mr. Baker from East Mesa Karate, and you're listening to the Dust Bowl Metal Show.
send some haterism, you can get it at the door. But wait, dog, you can get it from the gate. Female handing out the first. I'm cold on them jerks. Heavy hitting dude. Yeah. And you don't really vote it, homie. Cause I'm a heavy hitting dude. Yeah. And you don't really vote it. Get 'em. I'm a heavy hitting dude. Paper up for my mom. Don't really vote it, homie. Forget it. You wasting time. Get it regardless, regarded. One of the hardest. Saying you playing with it. Stop it. I'ma kill it. Go. Look, I spit it where you walk and how you wanna talk. A lower blow, I spit it where your seed crawl. I'm a beast with this, you should cease with this. Treat the tread like khaki and at a crease. Heavy hitting dude, yeah. And you don't really vote it, homie. Cause I'm a heavy hitting dude, yeah. And you don't really vote it, get 'em. I'm a heavy hitting dude. Paper up for my mom. Don't really vote it, homie. Forget it, you wasting time. Get it regardless, regarded. One of the hardest. Saying you playing with it. Stop it, I'ma kill it. This that knock right here, man. We getting into it. And they said this couldn't be done. Yeah, check me out, yeah. Fugazi, crazy, can't keep it Swayze. Prefer to pack a bigger strap. I got a thing for 380s. Sassarize it with my fleece like it's sold at Old Navy. Putting holes through your gear, throwback, I love the 80s. Know that I love the ladies. Just because a chicken swallow me don't mean that we dating. 400 before I spoke, that's ain't no days. You can call it what you want, no, it's mine for the taking. Work sticking, jerking chicken, I'm niggas Jamaican. Specialize in cremation, make a long story short. Crew was residue, resolve a cool blast. Dig what I'm saying, while your body decaying. Smoke clearing, are you hearing? Heavy hitting doom, yeah. And you don't really want it, homie. Nah, cause I'm a heavy hitting dude, yeah. And you don't really want it, get 'em. I'm a heavy hitting dude. Paper up for my mom. Don't really vote it, homie. Forget it, you wasting time. Get it regardless, regarded. One of the hardest. I'm saying you playing with it. Stop it, cause I'm a killing tree.
Guitar plays C.